Okay, guys, I'm just going to share my screen so you can see it. Beep, beep, beep. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, so screen sharing. I can't figure out how to get the live function up yet. I just had to download Google Chrome and then I can start doing live streams, which is going to be very exciting. But I just thought I'd make this recording because just an issue I came up with in GetResponse, which I think might be handy to a few people if they encounter problems in the future. So basically what I was doing was it Friday, Saturday? Went running solo ads with TAF. And of course, as you know, TAF likes to build out his own capture page. So for him to build out his own capture page, he requires a HTML script. Of course, then I sequence in my own autoresponders in, so when they opt in on this capture page, they go straight into my GetResponse, and I don't need to import them, which is really, really handy because, of course, as you know, I'm sure you've encountered problems importing leads and they're blacklisted, spammed, or whatever. So I really, really like that. First time I done it, so of course took a lot of corrections. But yeah, so we actually ran into problems the first time because left out one very, very simple thing. It's funny how the very minute details can have a huge impact on a finished product. So we just dive right in here. We just get through it. So what was it again? So if I go into my GetResponse. So say, just imagine for now that you've kind of it actually works when you're building your own capture page as well. So you can see that. So what I'll do is, so obviously, as you know, with GetResponse, when you create your custom landing page or you outsource it to a vendor, you're going to go onto the home page here and go up to forms. Okay, so create form and say, oh yes, of course, I just go back here first. So you're obviously going to make up a campaign. So say whatever that is, that's actually not the campaign that I was using, but it's just an example. So you obviously go into create the campaign first. You create your campaign. So you come back out here and we go into forms. You want to go to create form. And you would see this body comes up. It says list builder wizard, list builder apps, plain HTML and integrations. So what you want to do, you want to click into plain HTML. Okay, so down here, as you can see, you have plain HTML form, and of course, when you actually build your capture page, you can preview it. Just send a test email out there. Works very, very well. And of course, then you got down here, you got all your HTML code, which is obviously the code for landing page. So say if you were to go to outsource to a vendor like I did with TAF, you have the HTML code here. So he obviously needs you to copy that code and send it off to him so we can build out your page. So up here, you're going to go up to your campaign. So say, let's click on that. Okay, for instance, so page GetResponse list. So what you're going to do down here, subscribe. You're going to say custom page URL. You're going to click that. So then, of course, you have a custom page URL. So whatever link to the sales page or whatever that'll be following on from the capture page, you're going to put that into that box. And then say, say HTTP, for example, page dot save dot cnn and slash. Okay, for data, usually just an email, because obviously an email is pretty much all you need, because single opt-ins and all that. Of course, you want to escape double opt-ins as much as you can. So we have the custom URL page. For data, leave that blank. Just have the email. So that's obviously what they're going to opt in on your page with, just the email address. So you obviously get a higher opt-in rate if they just use their email address. Like everything else, people like speed. So go like this, and then this is where just see if it goes through here. So what do you add to the cycle on the day? We're going to click that. So where I was falling down, see here, day naught, it says 0 messages. So obviously day naught is, when they hop in, you're going to say, immediately. Obviously, as soon as they opt in, they want to get your welcome message, whatever that may be, and you want that to immediately come through. So obviously, day 0 is the very first day, and then day 1 is actually day 2 of the campaign, day 3, day 4, and so on and so forth. So what you want to do, which I left out, I actually forgot to add day not messages. So we found what happened with that. I actually obviously left all this, so that obviously was coded in here. So I copied it and I sent it off to him, and he built it out. Obviously not knowing, because he's saying he never worked with GetResponse before, so just with Aweber. So just a little tip up here: you want to click this. It's not actually kind of working now because I actually don't have an autoresponder set up. But what will happen when you have the autoresponder sequence set up, you're going to click in here, and it will say, under here, it's going to say, can I get it up here actually? Yeah, it's not letting me, but usually when you have your autoresponder sequence set up, it'll drop down and it'll give you the option of day not 1 message. So you're going to select, just imagine it says day not 1 message. You're going to select that, and then copy the code. Just going to cancel that, because that'll actually take you to your custom URL or your custom page. So yeah, that's all good to go. So obviously, if it said day 1 not 1 messages, that'll come up in the code here as well. That'll just change slightly. So what you do, obviously, if you're outsourcing it to a vendor, and TAF is actually really, really good. I recommend them, TAF ahead. So yeah, so you're going to copy that, obviously paste it into I don't know, a PDF, Word, Excel document, or whatever maybe, and send it off. So what there was something else to do. Yeah, so I think that's it. So basically, that's just something to look out for. Obviously, if you're building your own capture page, what you're going to do, you're going to have your autoresponder sequence set up. So if you're not outsourcing it, if you want to build your own capture page for your list for Facebook or whatever, you're going to obviously go to the same. So you'll have your whatever custom page URL is going to be, and just have day not, and it'll come down again underneath here. It'll give you the option for day not 1 message. So of course they get into the sequence immediately after clicking that. So if you're going to build it out yourself, you're going to copy that code. You're just going to press this button, copy code, and yeah, so use Flash. And what's going to happen? It'll come up, and you're going to get your so you're going to get your custom pages. Just one word of advice here. Say, for instance, I take this. So it wants a loading template. So say this is, for instance, my own capture page that I'm building out. So what you want to do, you go up to the settings. Obviously, the settings that you send off to the vendor, if that's what he requires, they're going to be encoded in that HTML that you send off to them. So it'll actually be in the box when it said day not one message. You're going to select that, and that's embedded in his code. So say you're building your own capture page and you go to HTML and see that add on the day, not one message there. And so that means the settings are correct. And obviously if you went down here, day one message. Yeah, that's actually the autoresponder I had set up for my win back campaign. So that's all good. Those messages are coming through because I got it immediately because I said day not one message. So that's just something I came across. Took a few split testings for myself and Taff to actually do. But once we done it, it was all good. So I just thought I'd make this quick little video if anyone came across this problem in the future. So if you got value out of this, just just share it out to fellow GetResponse users. And and I hope you got value. So thank you guys, and that's me done.